You can talk to this guy from down here.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold. His shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the whirling backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. The old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Kind of friend.
It was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Scans the courtyard. It's silent, like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back.
Ask him again.
Listen, I really need your name.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
He replies with a subtle smile.
But he hasn't left yet.
I'd even go so far as...
We will remove the body as soon...
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Are you sure I didn't?
No, not you.
And when did you speak?
Last week?
He's an actor.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my son.
Makes sense. Friends are... He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and dark...
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stabbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Could try this. We have a 3. We need a 10, which means we need a 4 and a 3. I think that's possible.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. Why? We should run after him and see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on the soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. How come I couldn't have pointed that out? Be like, hey, yo, Kim, see that sign right there? Man, I could have made myself look pretty good there.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Here we go. I feel like maybe I'm making a little bit of headway now. Maybe, sort of. I still need to find my badge. Where the soccerfool is that? Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Logic, authority. Yo, we're gonna put those on. Cares about having authority. Box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. That's just interesting, isn't it? Someone has drawn 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
From an 8.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Starts coughing, red spots appearing on her. She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
He looks at the other end of the hallway.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Thanks, I'm off. He says the firing squad for the rich. It's foreclosed by Martinet Realty Associates. Waves crashing in the darkness.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words.
Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Deal with the antlers.
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Why does it invoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Number 28. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electrical wires. Oh, I figured out how to give choices. The tasks are showing. I have the best way to say it is I didn't connect things properly. What is this supposed to be? A breaker box or something? Just a door. Nothing for you right here, right now. Someone's growing rosemary and thyme and cactus. Armin 29. Armin 30. She said 28. Quick save. Not that I'm gonna be going back.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Sounds good. Tomorrow, 2100. 9 p.m. Why would you say 9 p.m. but then write it like that?
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Examine.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Was that number 11?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
I think that's a joke because I have a flashlight in her face. You know, beaming. Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
Can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still...
He leans on her broom.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Who lives, do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
As one of the residents on vacation, their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved, or died, hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I heard someone walking inside.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
He pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Apartment 10. This one, right? Oh, that one's with the chain locks.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What did you even say? A poor promenade? What? This time, the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Hey, Morganite Sky. What's the best thing that happened to you today? Apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in there?
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Then open the door so I can verify your identity.
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Typical cop tricks right there, you know? They worm their way around the rules so that you feel like, oh man, they got me. They tricked me there. You don't have to do that. The lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Thank you, Ken. That was smart, wasn't it? +1 to indirect modes of taxation. What? Like a fine mattress.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Can't legally ask somebody for their ID in... Is that a thing? Like, is that a real life thing outside of the United States? Because holy cow, do police be asking for some form of identification all the time? Sure, inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She snaps her fingers.
The sum must have been puny.
But wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossing over her chest. What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
That's all, thank you.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. There's a hole in the wall somewhere.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any countercultural people in apartment number 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for a new tenants.
I see.
You
I
take...
hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Oh my gosh. Everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change, imperceptibly slow.
Yes. Well, I hope they're good people.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Oh, is this the hole? This is the hole. Well, that might not be the hole. An old grocery list on the table, and it checks out. And checks. Maybe that wasn't. Well, I mean, that is a hole. That's probably that's the hole that they're talking about. I feel like something bit me in between my knuckles right here. But I don't see anything, but it certainly does itch right there. Run faster. Ain't gone all day. Hey, sucker.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
The door's locked. You can't get in. Chair's new. Someone lives back here. Above the tarps flap in the wind. Or above tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers and nails rust. Autosave. I didn't press that autosave. Is this the door that I came in? No. It was the other door. It was like the green door. Where does this door go? Oh dear. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Of coal to last several winters. Smells of chemicals. like electrochemistry. See if we can open this. Wow, that didn't require any effort whatsoever. I'm sure we're going to get a report at the end of this about how we're the worst cops in the world. Stealing and picking up things off the ground and having unorthodox conversations with residents of the town. And we'll probably get fired. And where the Sokofu... Okay, I have to go back to the apartment and I have to see if my badge is in there. It's probably the only place that actually makes a ton of sense. He's gone. Suspicious. The apartment is like definitely one of the only places that makes a ton of sense of where my badge could be. Unless it's just like some random thing on the ground. I just have to pay extra attention. Girl, still outside. Well, it looks like there's some way to get up there. I don't remember seeing any options to go to the roof. I think I have some bottles.
The tear machine stands in. Your bottles clunk into the...
That was a lot more than I thought I had. I guess we'll go talk to Measurehead. See if he's the... Wait, no. It would have to be this guy. People would remember Measurehead.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I'm gonna ask this just because I've never asked it.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncontrollably in his worker's overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
What's up, dog?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Not helpful. Alright, you're the only muscular man that I know.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Alright. Not you.
Looking for something?
Muscular man.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind? Oh. Apparently, there are still tons and tons of places that I've not been to yet. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. What's up, dog? Let the goods do the talking.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious.
Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
I need 2 4s, I believe.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Good.
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, Ultra Series.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
A pair of found Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness. Found Ultra. Wear the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine. These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
But I already looked at the sneakers.
Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers, officer. The best on the market.
Can't I just buy sad, conquered Samaran's speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them. I think I might be a lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them...
He pauses for a moment, calculating.
But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
Getting robbed over here.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Formidable. I only need 6? Why does it say formidable if I only need 6? I just need to hit 2 3s. That's totally easy, right? Hey. I guess we're not getting voice acting on this one. I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says Sub-Insulindic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses. Come on.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
Street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep sea-tinted lenses.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Jim, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
+1 Inland Empire, -1 Perception? My goodness. It's always the minus to the things that I care about. Gosh, there are still places I've never been. Can you people believe this? I'm dying over here. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Fingerless gloves. Electrochemistry. Yeah. I can be, I'm like 50% the way there, maybe like 25% the way there to being Eminem. Are locked out of order until Wednesday. Alright, Uyubi. Would be cool if you put them on, the game suddenly became blue colored. That would probably be a very bad thing for me, or a very, very bad thing for all of us, because I guess like the blue light from monitors and things like that is not the greatest thing for your eyes.
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
You know what caused this wreckage? Point at the smashed billboard in the canal.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal.
The words "daredevil driver" sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
My goodness. You know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Right. Bye.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal, some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
You remember seeing such a thing? Put a sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, "Samaran butter soaks in the canal." Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
Oh, we got this. We got this. Ominous daredevil feeling. We got this. We need 2 3s.
Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use rubbernecking now.
Yikes. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. Put the gun down, son.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Right, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
It's like the first person that's actually reacted that way. Nice.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
Roy. I can get one more in this electrochemistry, which means that I would only need double 4s instead of a 5 and a 4, which would put me at what, 47%? Interesting. Then again, I really don't care about this, but then again, it could help me. Hold on a second. We have some electrochemistry stuff. +2.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft, yet crinkly.
Honey?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I ride till I die, sucker fool.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
I like this answer. I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Thug life?
This guy's appropriating the emerging Boogie Street lingo as part of his sales pitch for the free market economy.
You're trying to sound like... Oh. Yeah, you're trying to sound like a Boogie Street used to peddle me this stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. Ain't it cool, Ryder? Ain't it street?
It's not. I want to get into the conversation with this guy. I think this guy might actually have my badge somewhere in this pawn shop, and it'll be very, very interesting. However, there is one gargantuan thing that's in the way. And it's Taco Tuesday. I gotta go get me some food. Gotta enjoy the greatness that is Taco Tuesday. Not just Taco Tuesday, but Taco Tuesday. Because I ain't going out to get tacos. You want to go get some tacos, you can go to Taco Bell, or you can go to Del Taco. You can go to Jack in the Box. But if you want some tacos, then you gotta go to some of the good places. You know, some of the places that actually put their tortillas on the grill, or even make them from scratch right in front of you, and then cook them up. Put the meat on there with the little onions and the cilantro. Just, those are what real tacos are all about. I'm gonna go get me some of those. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, for some more Disco Elysium. Peace. I need to stop doing that. I ran out of jumps. That's fine. That's fine.
Running experiments to see what's the most addictive. I mean, fun.
Momentum happen,
Have you noticed this guy is not looking at
and how do we find
Jeff's
ways
face?
to really just push
Well,
the idea
you
of
can't
what
look
a
Jeff in the
persistent
eyes
virtual
because
place
he'll
can
turn you
be.
to
And so
stone.
that's why even
We
this
need to
year,
understand
you know,
he's
it's like
from
a
Epic.
concert, yeah, we started
He's
the year off with a
part.
concert
He's
that
taken
has,
part in experiments, and he
over 10 million people
understands
in it. You know,
certain
we
forms
roll
of
into
brainwashing, and
huge
he's super
monster
paranoid
fights,
about it
and we've
now.
got,
They've
you
been
know, the thing we've
employing
been
it and
planning
doesn't know who
forever.
else
We
knows.
should find a way